Look, up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Chris Reeve dressed up as Clark Kent posing as Superman. Ugh, Jesus. Anytime you shake your head, I pat myself on the back.
Well done. I did a good job.
Kenny good.
Kenny did a good job. He made Amy mad. Oh my God. I don't know if mad's the right word, if it's just like, why?
Just depressed.
Why are you?
Questioning why you're sitting here.
Why am I here? Why?
We missed you last weekend. We had a dirt track date last weekend at Cedar Lake Speedway.
Oh, shoot. Did I forget?
I invited you.
You did.
Drove right past your place. We did.
Darn it.
As we were crossing over into Wisconsin, we looked back over our shoulder and we saw your Citizen Kane style mansion up on the hill there.
Okay. Yeah.
Got a lot of questions about that. Do you have a large staff?
Actually, it's Great Gatsby like.
Yeah. So do you got a large staff there, and do they sleep in the mansion, or do they have their own home?
Kenny, you don't let the help sleep in the house.
Your heating bill? Now, are you burning wood or coal? How do you heat that joint?
Well, my robber baron husband, it's not a mansion, but you probably did see it as you went over the bridge.
We did.
The new bridge, yeah.
You know what surprised me the most? I'm talking about we had a Garage Logic event at Cedar Lake Speedway last weekend. We talked about it last week on CRABBY, and a couple of My Talk listeners showed up. I was so happy.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
absolutely
awesome.
It blew me away. A couple of gals. And I was very thrilled to talk to him. I didn't get to talk to him long enough because there were a lot of folks there. And it's funny, you're in the middle of one conversation with a person or a couple of people, and then the next thing you know, you're in a conversation
with somebody completely different.
Yeah.
That's why I get stressed, and I'm sure you do because I've known you so long. That dynamic of being taken away from a conversation, I feel rude.
Yeah.
And then but I don't want to be rude to the new people.
Right.
Not that everybody's trying to talk to me. They're not. Everybody feels this way at any sort of cocktail party where you're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Then you get dragged over here.
Yeah.
And or you drag someone. That's what stresses me out about it.
And as you're talking to somebody standing right next to you wanting to say something.
Right.
And I feel like I never have enough time to fully talk to everybody.
I know.
And I always get really, really nervous about these situations. I actually used to get sick before the state fair.
Oh, I bet.
It was so nerve-wracking. You know what set me at ease was there was a kid there with his parents, and he was the first person to come up to me and talk to me and ask me to sign something, and I was able to talk to him, and that instantly put me at ease.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
There was a kid, I wish I remembered his name. It was so many years ago. I worked for almost 8 years for Cool 108, and we were out at the fair with frequency. We didn't have a regular booth there, I don't think, at the time, but this kid used to stop by. And he knew, because we had talked about it on air, he knew that I loved like a foot-long hot dog with onions and mustard.
Sure.
And that adorable kid, which this had to be 20-something years ago, would come by with a foot-long hot dog on the first day every time. And same, Kenny. I instantly felt at ease. He was my safe place.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was.
What is something about kids that immediately put me at ease and make me happy?
Well, they don't have any sort of real judgment, or they don't expect you to be anything other than whatever.
They haven't been beaten down by the world yet.
And they're just cool.
Yeah.
I just thought this kid was so cool. I believe his name is David. He was just adorable. The
one thing I didn't know if this was the right move or not, but obviously I figured out right away that it was. I brought the roommate, my wife, and she used to be a bartender at the main bar in the Caboose for years and years and years.
Okay.
And whenever we've gone out, back when we were hipsters, she would always attract more attention than I would. More people knew her than knew me. And that was all.
Funny.
And this was the first time, I think this is the first station event that I've ever brought her to.
Really?
She may have seen a few minutes of a show at the state fair.
All these years.
Yeah, and I think the only person, maybe Matt and John have met her briefly, but Joe has never met her. I don't think Chris has met her.
Rookie height. Yeah.
Yeah, she is so much better at meeting and talking with strangers than I will ever be.
Well, Kenny, so is everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, no, nothing personal, but respectfully,
Yeah,
you're not good at it.
No. It was nice to have. It was nice to have her there to just, I don't know, help the confidence a little bit.
She is like, I saw you sent pictures. I don't think you remembered that you sent me. I have never met, to my knowledge or memory, which is faulty at best, your wife. Ever.
Right.
And she's way too good looking for you.
I've tried to protect her from our lifestyle.
Good
you know what
for
I mean?
you. Good for you.
She doesn't have, so I don't want her to ever feel the heat that I'll just say it, the hate. You know,
Right.
I don't want her to be subjected to that. So that's why I've tried to keep her away. But
Good for you.
it was her birthday, and at Cedar Lake Speedway, you pay them money the money goes to a charity. You can take a ride in the Cedar Lake two-seater. It's a late model car, which is the fastest class they have.
Okay.
So we got her a ride in this thing, and she wanted when she knew we were going to do this event last fall, the first thing she said was, I'm gonna go for a ride in the two-seater. And then when it turned out that this date was on her birthday, she doubled down and she said, "You are putting me in that two-seater."
Oh, I saw her get out of it in the video you sent. So when you say whatever it is you just said about what class car it is, how fast does that go?
If it was set up to race, it's just set up to turn laps. So it's not set up to
fast straight speed.
100 and 110.
Going around a track?
Yeah.
That's fast.
Yeah, 3/8 of a mile. That's very fast.
Wow.
And the ones that are set up properly, you just keep your foot down the whole way. You might let up slightly in the corner, but not for long. You just do that to set the car up to turn.
Okay.
So it's a really, really fast ride. And what's funny, Amy, is they put a steering wheel on the passenger side. The steering wheel doesn't steer.
What?
And I didn't know any of this.
Hold
The
it.
steer-
What?
Yeah.
What does?
The driver next to her. The driver's doing all the work in the driver's seat.
Okay.
The passenger, imagine your car if it had a steering wheel in the passenger side.
But why is it there?
To keep her hands occupied.
Oh,
Because
gotcha.
if you tip over, if you brush the wall, you don't want
your
arm.
hands out. Gotcha.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you do when you have a small child back in the olden days when you could have them in the front seat of the car, usually in a bench seat, because there was no such thing as bucket seats. It was a bench seat, and they would be in like some contraption that looked sort of like a half a bathtub. And they would have a fake steering wheel. Remember?
You just described my
Right?
child seat.
I know.
And it had a horn.
A horn?
A little rubber
and
thing.
it was
you would
like,
push it.
what was it called? Play
School?
school. It was a play school, like steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't safe at all.
No, but
I mean, if we
no.
would have gotten a head-on crash, I would have rocketed right through the windshield.
Well, today would be illegal.
Right.
Frankly,
Right.
My mom used to take us, and I'm sure everybody's mom did. In a certain day and age, it would have been the 1960s. It was quite literally looked like a bathtub,
Yeah.
like a plastic or something tub.
Yeah.
Where the seat belt, which was only a lap belt, never a shoulder belt back then, a
No.
lap belt would go through these two slots and keep the bathtub anchored to the bench seat in the back, but the baby would just be loose
Flopping
in a
around.
bathtub. So if you stopped, the baby would fly out of the bathtub through the windshield.
Yeah.
That's not funny, but it's ridiculous.
In the afternoon, there was we called it a very British car show, and there was a bunch of MGs. There might have been a Jag or two, but you know what the hit was?
Love MGs.
And we give Such a lot of grief for, he's got a MG and a Triumph.
Okay.
And he drove the Triumph. I think it's a TR something.
TR7?
6 maybe?
6 or 7?
From the 70s?
Kind of looks like, kind of looks like a triangle.
Yeah.
Like a wedge. Like a wedge.
Amy, it's in original condition and it's perfect. It's never been painted. It's never been touched. Amy, it looks like it was just restored. It is so perfect. This is the car we talked about last week. He bought twice. He bought it.
Oh, that's the one he bought. Tell that story again.
He bought this car. He had it. He decided, well, I've enjoyed it enough. And he sold it. And he told the guy, if you ever decide to sell this, I want it back. And a few years later, he ended up buying it back. And now he will never sell it.
Oh,
and it's absolutely amazing.
That's amazing. I mean, and that's the actual, not like the car he had. It is the car he had.
It's the car. And the interior is perfect.
That's amazing.
And it's amazing.
That's so rare. I was just looking at, I had they called it a 1982 and a half Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
It was the last of that body style. It was the C3. They were switching over to the C4, I believe.
The bubble back window.
The early 70s had the cutout back window. Like the Stingray had sort of a spoiler in the back.
Straight down.
Like it had a spoiler straight down in the back. The later 70s, early 80s had the window was like sort of like a bubble and went back, straight back all the way to the tail. I had that car and I just found out this weekend, that car in that color, there were only about 730 or 40 of them made ever. It was a silver mist green.
Oh, wow.
It was the only time Corvette ever used that color, and they only used it on a very small number, and now it's collectible, and I sold mine.
You don't know how much.
I want it back.
You don't know what it's worth, do you? No?
I mean, they're not worth a ton. They're not
like
worth
under 80?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. I could probably buy one now for somewhere between, I think, 20 and 30.
What are you waiting for?
I know.
Seriously.
I know. Isn't that funny how you want whatever you thought was really cool? I think this is true for all of us. Whether it be music and what bands you think are really cool, what cars you think are really cool. I think that gets formed at a certain time in your life.
Absolutely.
And it stays cool forever. Like, I don't want a Corvette from now. They look like Ferraris or Lamborghinis now. They're cool. They're cool.
I'm so obsessed with today's Corvette.
They're beautiful, but they're not the Corvette I remember. They don't look the same at all. Right?
All the guys my age and older all want the split window Corvette from the 60s.
Split window's the best.
But, that's a bazillion
Is that what,
dollars.
68 or something? Somewhere in the 60s, late 60s maybe.
You really should buy one. Seriously.
I know. I want that one though. I mean, now I've like Such, which I don't think I'd ever say that sentence. What Such and I have in common is that I would like, not that, it doesn't have to be that specific car, but I want that specific color. I loved that color.
I bet we could find one.
Yeah, because I don't want yellow. I don't want black. But we could take a break here because I want you to.
Before we go into the break. No. Yeah. What year was it? I'm going to look it up during
1982. They called it 82 and a half, but it was 1982. Silver green, I think. 1982. And there was only one setup.
Oh my! Let's take a break and we'll come back.
Okay.
Ready, Ken? Go.
Yeah. It's summer road trip season here in these United States of America. And if you do a road trip on a motorcycle, boy, DennisKirk.com, the best and easiest way to shop for motorcycle parts and accessories. That's not all they do, though. If you do that road trip in a vehicle, pulling a trailer with maybe a UTV, we also call them side-by-sides, or an ATV, four-wheeler, or dirt bikes on the way to a riding area, DennisKirk.com, also a great source for parts and accessories. And it doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle you ride. Doesn't matter if you have one of those really fun sport UTVs that you can jump approaches with, or maybe just a workhouse for around a workhorse for around the property. Dennis Kirk will equip you with the parts and the gear and apparel that you're looking for. If the part exists, DennisKirk.com has it in stock. We're talking over 185,000 parts and accessories in stock right now. I've been to their facility. I've been in the warehouse. I can attest to it. They have everything. With DennisKirk.com, we also get same-day shipping on orders if you get them in before 6 p.m. Central, and all orders over $89. Are you listening? Hello? Is this thing on? Orders over $89 ship for free.
Hold it, $89?
$89.
Oh man, I'm glad I didn't miss that.
Yeah, now you spend $90 It ships for free. It's amazing. And you know what? If you order a helmet or any clothing, don't worry about it. All customers of DennisKirk.com get free returns on helmets and apparel, no matter what you ride. Get equipped at DennisKirk.com.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Amy, I've never seen this color before.
Isn't it amazing? And there were only like 762 of them or something.
You know,
What was I
muscle
thinking?
cars. Why do people go with orange
I
or
don't
red
know.
or blue?
I'm sorry
or
to you if
white?
you own one, but
You know what this
yellow?
this color, Amy, is kind of a variation of the color that Chevy had in the mid 60s.
Yeah.
It's a little lighter
Yep.
and a lot more sexier.
Isn't it beautiful?
And so I'm looking at a bunch of them. I looked at a video while we were on break. You know how much you're going to pay for one of these?
How much?
17,000.
Is that all?
Up to 21.
That's not bad. I can do that.
But do it.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, it says the most notable thing about the car, a 1982 Corvette, may be its rare paint color, silver, green, metallic. I had no idea when I had it. Just 723 Corvettes done in that shade ever.
Wow.
Isn't that just the coolest?
You're going to be sorry that you brought this up with me because now I have
Now
something.
will you start looking for one for me?
Yes, obsessively.
I know.
I check so many spots every day.
Oh,
There's
good.
a
I'm
place
glad because I don't know where to look.
A place called Bring a Trailer where the fancy cars get sold. There's obviously a Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, there's so many
I want
spots.
this color. But let me tell you, this is, and you, Kenny, of all people, will understand this because you would do something very different than I would do, being who you are. I have a house as we speak.
Yeah.
It's not, despite what Kenny said, it is not a giant house by any stretch of the imagination. It's not.
It's huge,
But
baby.
upstairs on the main level, there's a two-car garage, a 2+ car garage. Downstairs, there's another 2-car garage. That does not mean I live in a big house, people. It just means it has excessive amounts of garage space. But I could put that Corvette in the downstairs garage.
Is it separated from the living space? Do you have to go through a door to get into the downstairs garage?
Yeah, it's connected to the downstairs part of the house.
Is there any way you could make that door bigger and just park the car right in your
house? No.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. That's what I would do.
See, that was my whole point initially of saying, I know if there were 4 garage stalls, you would fill them because you have 20 boats or whatever. But I have right now just 1 car in 4 stalls, so I have room. Is my point.
If I wasn't married, there would be a vintage snowmobile.
I know there
in
would.
my dining room where my dining room table sits right now.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Why would you keep a car or a motor? Didn't you and I talk one time about some guy who kept his motorcycle in his house?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, the guy's brilliant. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
If I was married to somebody who wanted to put their car or motorcycle in the house, we would be divorced very quickly.
I have thought about it. This studio, by the way, would be really easy to get a motorcycle in here. I just have a motorcycle right behind me. How cool would that be?
You have so many motorized things.
Let's talk about Clark Kent.
You know, I've been researching this today to try and come to you with some sort of sense of getting my arms around this topic and why it is a topic.
Yeah.
And I cannot figure it out. Reavers is helping us record today.
Yeah.
I just want to ask Reavers, do you know anything about this controversy involving the new Superman movie and that it's too woke?
I knew it was coming out, and I've seen public criticism, but it's basically on social media, which is a giant cesspool. So I haven't putting too much stock into it.
Okay.
But I also I loved Superman as a kid, like watching it. I wasn't a comic book guy. I have zero interest in seeing this movie.
I am telling you,
What do you mean by woke? Is he like bi or is he?
Well, no, he's none of those things. But here's the problem with bringing this story to you. I wish in the few hours I'd spent, I have talked to our 27-year-old social media director. Yeah. I have talked to Grant. I have talked, who's a superhero movie guy. Yeah. I have read. I have gone online. I can't figure out exactly what they're objecting to. I saw Superman last night.
Okay.
And I am not a superhero movie person necessarily.
Oh.
Like I don't watch Marvel. I haven't watched a Marvel movie in years.
Okay.
I do love Batman. That's my.
Right,
I like Spider-Man
Okay.
as characters.
All right.
And I was willing to go see Superman because I'd heard really great things about it. So Grant and I'm the guy that I work on syndication with for my talk, and I went and saw it last night.
Grant is like a younger version of me, probably a little more open-minded than I am.
Yeah, I would, again, not a high bar, respectfully. Yeah, so we went and saw this movie, and it's actually a great movie, and it's getting really good reviews if you take the rest out. But it's being criticized by some people as being too woke. I don't know what that means. I knew that going into the movie. I knew it while I was watching the movie. I knew it after I saw the movie and was driving home. And I knew it all morning and till now. I still can't figure out quite what the problem is. Look how many papers I have. I have a stack of research on this, and I don't know.
Do you have somebody's...
Okay, let me just give you an overview, okay?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, for those of you who don't know anything about this movie, and by the way, until yesterday, neither did I, so you're in good company. Superman, and this is a well-known fact, right? Superman is an alien being from the planet Krypton or whatever.
Yeah,
and he
correct.
came to this world, to Earth.
Marlon Brando was his father.
Correct.
Yes.
And he, flies around saving people.
Right.
He's a superhero, but he's an alien, right?
With the worst disguise in the history of disguises. His whole disguise is a pair of glasses. So right now, I'm
best.
Kenny Olson, and I take my glasses off, and I'm...
Whoa, who are you? Who's that guy?
Right.
Who are you? Hi. Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah. Read what you got. I want to know.
Okay, so here's the thing. But let me give you the quick overview of the movie. The movie it opens that Superman has been defeated. Literally, in the moment you start the movie, he's been defeated by somebody or something.
All right.
He's bloody, he's beaten, he's got broken bones.
Okay,
he's
good.
in like the middle of the desert or this icy place or something.
Good.
It's like an icy place.
I like how it starts.
Yep, he's been beaten by something, and you don't know what. And as the movie progresses, I'm going to just give you a really quick overview. There are two countries. They have not real names, so they won't mean anything to you. There are two countries that are at odds with each other, and Superman has inserted himself into that conflict and protected the one being invaded from the other country that was invading it, and now there's blowback about that. On top of the fact that Lex Luthor, who's always the bad guy in the Superman movies, is trying to basically construct the social media and otherwise downfall of Superman.
Well, I can see already. It's a comparison to real world events.
Right. You're hearing Israel.
And Lex
Gaza,
Luthor
right?
Is he the president? Is he the current president of the United States?
No.
Okay.
I don't know I don't even think you see the president of the United States, and the references are very vague.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I as I'm watching the movie, I was trying to figure out what I wish this was a call-in show so someone could explain to me what the problem is. Because I'm looking through this. I talked to Quinn, our social media director, this morning.
Yeah.
He told me that at some point, by the way, I'm going to say this about the movie. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really good movie. Here's what I know about superhero movies. Marvel's had a ton of success. DC has not. DC is Batman.
Okay. That was going to be...
Batman's done really well, but Suicide Squad's never done well. Hardly anything else that DC's ever done has never done well.
There's one that has a really sassy superhero played by a very, very popular actor. I don't even... He's the Machine or the Big Kahuna or...
Iron Man?
Yeah. No, that's with Robert Downey
Jr., yeah.
Yeah, I've seen portions of that. Couldn't watch it.
Okay, this is probably the wrong conversation with the wrong person, but okay.
No, but I do. Tell me the difference. Tell me some of the Marvel movies. What are they?
Marvel would be, I don't know, help me, Chris. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Is that like Super Friends?
No, I don't know.
Remember the cartoon Super Friends?
Thor's a big Marvel
Thor's
movie.
a Marvel guy.
Oh,
Deadpool.
Thor.
Deadpool.
That's who I was talking about. He's the sassy one.
Right, Deadpool. Yeah, he
Deadpool.
swears a lot and he's sassy and he shoots.
Well, that's what's his name.
Ryan Reynolds.
Thank you, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So they've had a lot of success, but DC, except for Batman, back in the olden days, they haven't had much success. So Superman is a DC movie. It comes out, and from what I can tell, there's a new guy that plays Superman. Obviously, his last name is Cornsweet. David Cornsweet. That's really a bad name.
Come on.
But he's a great Superman. David Cornsweet is amazing. Actually, the casting is amazing. But apparently,
chiseled. He looks very chiseled.
He very much is. He looks exactly like you want Superman to look.
Yeah.
And and all the critic reaction is by and large pretty positive. But apparently, in an interview, is what I finally dug to the bottom of. I'm sorry, it took a long time to get to this. He said at some point in an interview, the new Superman, David Cornsweet, as he was talking about the movie, that Superman in this movie, as always, epitomized all these wonderful qualities like loyalty and and safety and courage and acceptance and saving people and all of those things. But what he said was, because do you remember what Superman's catchphrase is?
Up and away.
Up and away, but it's true. It's what? Shoot, now I have to look it up. But he was saying all these other things about Superman. Catchphrase.
All I know is what they used to open
Truth, Justice,
and the American Way.
Oh, right.
So as he's describing this in an interview, he says Superman is going to be and always has been about truth and courage. And he adds other words. There's 8 or 9 descriptions he's giving. Sure. But he includes truth, justice. He doesn't say the American way because he's not trying to use that catchphrase. He does include truth and justice in the description, but he says truth, justice, courage, hope, acceptance, love, caring, kindness, and all those other things. And so because he left out American way, people thought that they were intentionally leaving America out of the movie.
I can see. I could write a tweet right now, and it would be the same tweet that's been done over and over again. I used to be a fan, but there's no way in hell I'm going to darken the door of one of these theaters if he doesn't represent the American way. And it'll be some version of that over and over and over again. And that's why social media is it's a hellhole.
But here's the other thing that James, the guy that is the director of this movie has done an amazing job. He also did Guardians of the Galaxy for Marvel. But this guy has talked about the fact that it's a movie about kindness and about courage and about, saving people and being human, even though he's an alien. And that seems to be coming up as a negative, which I don't quite understand. And they're also saying because he's an alien that he stands in for immigrant.
Oh.
In this movie.
Well, that seems
like a lot to pile on to a superhero movie.
Stretch. Yeah. I'm not really good at defining or even seeing underlying messages. I need that message slapped right in front of me. That's why I like working with you, because you will call me a shithead right to my face, and that's what I need.
I'm that way too, though. Kenny, and I'm not doing a great job of because I'm having trouble understanding. Let me back up from this. I'm having trouble understanding how Superman, who is A, not real, and B, came of age and of being in, I believe, the 1930s, is now a stand-in for a LGBTQAI plus flag-waving, woke, pro-immigration, anti-American dude.
Hey, Amy, so are we going to take the S off his chest and put all of those on?
I guess.
And then in the cape in the back. Does he wear a cape in
yes,
this movie?
Yes, he does, of course.
So it's got to
that'll be a rainbow flag.
It's got to be a rainbow flag.
For sure, because he's clearly that guy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Kenny. I think this part you may understand, and I think I can do this pretty succinctly. The bad guy in the movie is Lex Luthor. Even somebody like me knows that.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor is running an organization that is building all these super military, like robot combat soldiers to help to overrun other countries so that he can take it over and make billions and billions of dollars. So if you are anti-Superman in this movie that you people have chosen to call too woke, that means you're on the side of Lex Luthor and a billion, bajillion, batrillion dollar company that wants to destroy the earth. I don't understand.
When you described what he's building in the robots, I immediately thought of Putin and his strikes.
Right. So which is it? Are we against Superman because he's a immigrant who's LGBTQIA plus, or are we against the Putin guy?
Right.
I don't get it. I mean, there is blowback on this movie. I don't.
What do you mean?
There are people that are just really upset, and like you just said, they're not going to darken the door of Superman because of its politics. I don't see the politics, and like you just said, Kenny, if there's politics, they're going to have to be a lot more clear to me. I don't get it.
I have a different reason for not liking this from the get-go.
What is that?
Let's come back and talk about it.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Just keep rolling, Chris. I'll come back right now.
All right. I am rolling.
Here's my problem, Daniels. And I realize this is superficial, and I'm probably the stupidest guy you know. When I saw the previews for this, it didn't look like it was shot with a camera. It looked like everything was computer generated, AI generated. It doesn't look real. Nothing about it looks real to me. The first impression I got was these are a bunch of actors in an empty studio with a big green screen, wrapped around them, and everything is fake. Did you get that impression at all watching it?
No, actually. Seeing the movie, I could see how a trailer could come across that way. I haven't seen the trailer. I didn't see the trailer before I saw it. But no, I would say that it was actually, you know how you watch, we all have seen movies that are CGI that you're just like, oh, this is just painful to watch.
Yeah.
This was not that. I'm sure they featured, there was a lot of CGI in it, obviously, and there always is in superhero movies these days. But no, I wouldn't say it looked like that. I thought it was actually really colorful. And they used a lot of, somebody told me that it's the city of Cleveland that serves as the backdrop, which I thought was surprising.
Oh.
I wouldn't have been my guess.
What did they call the city in the movie?
I don't remember if they called it anything. I'm sure somebody
Metropolis
or Metropolis. Metropolis. I think it is, but I don't know if that's what they called it in this movie. But there's a really cute dog in this movie that's actually James Gunn, who's the director, said he has this terrible dog that they rescued, he and his wife, and it's got one ear down and one ear up, and he said it's a horrible dog. It's really rotten, but they love it. Yeah. And it doesn't do anything right, and they can't make it behave, but they love it. And so he took pictures, photographs, and videos of this dog and then modeled the dog that Superman has in the movie, which the dog almost steals the movie. Had the dog been in 5 more minutes of it, it would have been about the dog. It's not that the dog's on a lot, but the dog's really lovable. And the dog was then turned from whatever color he is in James Gunn's real life to just this white dog. But he's got one ear up, one ear down. He does not behave. Superman cannot get him to do anything that he wants him to do. And it's James Gunn's real dog. That's what he was modeled on. And he actually looks, you know how CGI animals don't move right?
Awful.
They don't. You know what I've noticed? They don't have any weight to them. They look like they're floating.
Yeah.
Right? They don't, when they step, there's no weight. To them.
A thud. There's not a thud.
You don't buy it because it doesn't look like there's any heft.
Their body doesn't shake when they step down. Yeah.
But I thought this movie was great. I think this David Cornsweet, bad name, is absolutely,
Okay.
this is going to be great.
Let's just get down to it, and we're going to give it away here. What do you call it on My Talk? Spoiler. We're going to give away the ending right here and now.
No, we're not.
Does the marvelous Mrs. Maisel figure out that Corn Sweat is actually
Okay,
Superman?
That's not a spoiler. Her name is Rachel Brosnahan.
That's Mrs.
She was
Maisel.
Miss Maisel, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
She knows that from the beginning. And they tell you that early on.
Oh.
She knows that from the beginning. It's one of the cool things about this movie is she is not the Lois Lane of the past, where she's like, oh, help me, Clark. Help me.
How much did that role set back female reporters? How can that was
forever.
It's always been. I loved Superman 1 and 2 because they were so stupid and obviously fake. All the flying scenes were
was
just
terrible.
awful.
Yeah.
And I think in Superman 2, he actually turns back time by flying the opposite way
direction.
that the Earth is
right.
turning.
That's
And I was just so delighted by how awful that was.
Yeah.
So she's actually brilliant in
She's
this movie.
really smart. She's really tough. And she's really kind of cynical.
Does she give him any crap about?
All the time.
Okay, yeah, you
All
got to
the
do
time.
something about the disguise. At least put on a fake beard.
She
or
gives
something.
him, well, she doesn't give him crap about, well, she might actually. I think she does say at some point, I could be wrong, like the glasses, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
she's
thank you.
funny and she's in his face. They have great chemistry.
What about? Do they ever delve into? Where's that uniform at? Is it under your clothes? Or
They don't, but they should.
And there's no phone. There's no more phone booths. So where's
No,
he?
that's a good point. Yeah, there's no phone. No, they don't get into that, but they're both reporters. She asks him tough questions. They get in a fight. I actually think the writing is really good.
Wait, stop. It's not the rom-com formula, is it?
No.
Where they get in a
It's
fight and they
darker. It's
separate,
darker
and
than
then they can't live without each other, and they get back together.
Kind of.
Oh, does he fly her up to the Fortress of Icicles and start laying some?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna talk about that. That's the end of the movie. But it's a really good movie. I just don't see the politics. I don't know why does everything. I guess I could have started with this and been a lot less wordy and more articulate. Why do we have to turn a superhero movie into a political statement?
Well, it's
Why?
their own fault, Daniels. They're the ones that making the reference to Trump and to Putin. So did they bring the Jews and the Palestinians up too?
Oh my God!
Yeah, no, everything is like that. No,
It's really
Amy,
sad.
you can't mow your lawn without getting into a political argument.
It's true. Honestly, I was looking last night, Kenny, while I was watching this movie because I'd been warned that people were saying this was a woke movie. So I was looking for the problem. And if you are looking for a problem, you have to look really, really hard and stretch to find. And I don't know what side of it you're going to come down on. Again, there's a real clear evilness in this movie, and it is not Superman.
Grant, I said earlier, he's like a younger version of me, but he's a younger version of me that hasn't been kicked in the balls as much as I have.
Yeah,
okay?
he's happier than you.
Yeah, he's not as cynical as I am.
Right.
Did he have anything negative to say about it?
No, he loved it.
Did your son go?
We were going to take Max, and we ended up, he had something else he had to do, but I'm going to go to see it with Max. I think Max will love it.
You're going to go again?
Yeah.
So
well,
have
mostly
you?
because I want to see it with Max, because I love watching.
So have you
most
filled
movies
his
with him.
head full of all of this pro Superman propaganda yet? Have you told him how wonderful it is?
I told him it was supposed to be really good, but I don't. Let's just say this: my child will likely come down on the same side as I when it comes to overreacting to anti-wokeness.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
He. I haven't seen him in years. but
Here's
he
the thing,
seems
Kenny.
chill.
I'm going to uncode this for a second.
Go ahead. Do it.
Sometimes, and tell me tell me where I'm way off here.
I'd love to.
I know. Sometimes when people say woke, it seems to me what I hear is when I talk about humanity or kindness or respectfulness or any of those kinds of things, those all seem to come up as woke values. but they used to be just good values. Acceptance, vulnerability, humanity.
When I think of woke people, I think about people I don't hang out with. That's my definition.
Okay, but what does that mean?
Softies, people that use the term toxic male, of which I am one.
No, you're not.
Toxic male would be the guy.
Toxic masculinity.
That drives the big pickup truck that has the tow strap and the jumper cables and can fix it, replace a tire on the side of the road. I can pull you out of the snowbank.
But those are all,
Kenny. I can build you a porch.
But those are all facts, and they're kind of awesome. What you don't do, to my knowledge, is drive up behind me in my smaller car.
No,
so all I can see in my rearview mirror is the grill of your car.
I don't do that.
And then swear at me.
Well, I do swear at you, and I don't like you. But the reason I'm glad you brought that up. The reason I don't do that is because for years and years and years, I drove a Honda Accord.
Oh.
And even somebody in a sedan is intimidating when you're in a Honda Accord. Virtually every other vehicle on the road.
That's true.
So when especially at night, when I'm behind somebody, I do stay way back. And I realize my factory bright headlights are dim. My factory dim headlights are way too bright. But, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do about that.
I know. Why is that too, by the way?
What is that?
Because somebody told me, we're going way down a track, but somebody told me that it's the temperature of the whiteness. It's too bright. It's the wrong color of white.
Yeah.
But Kenny, here's the thing in terms of that, because this whole thing has been sort of about wokeness. All of the things you described, and I would say this just generally speaking from a left of center person, all the things you just described about yourself are facts.
Yeah.
You have a car, you have a truck, you can fix things. Yeah. None of those are the least bit problematic in my world. It's not about that. It's not about those facts. It's about the attitude behind the facts. That's where those definitions come in, I think.
This is way more complicated than I ever thought.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
I wish I'd been more articulate, but Superman's a great movie. Don't think about politics when you go in. Eat a big box of popcorn. Everything's going to be okay.
I was doing a little research. I talked to you this morning about the first two Superman movies. The one thing I discovered that I didn't realize until I started reading the Wikipedia page, almost all of the actors in Superman 1 and 2 are gone now.
Really?
Yeah. There's only 2 or 3 actors that are still alive, and they were kids when the movie was shot.
What year did those movies come out? Like 70s, 80s, right?
81, and they were both shot together.
Oh, that's right.
And then they realized that the opening date of 1 was coming up quickly, and they had to hurry up and finish 1 before they shot 2.
Okay, so you have Christopher Reeve.
Well, Hackman just died. That's true.
Oh, that's right.
Brando, Hackman.
Who was Lois Lane?
Lois Lane is gone, but the gal that played the girlfriend of Hackman is still alive. And if I wasn't so lazy, I'd have the Wikipedia page up right now. But I thought that was interesting. I also
Margot Kidder?
Yes.
Margot Kidder, yeah. She's still alive, right?
No, she's gone.
Oh, she was Lois Lane.
Yeah, she was Lois Lane. Margot Kidder's gone. Gene Hackman's gone. Sarah Douglas, Ursa, Terrence Stamp. This is all from Superman 2. Jackie Cooper, long gone.
Yeah.
Ned Beatty, gone. Valerie Prine. Wow.
She's the one that's still alive. She was the girlfriend of Hackman.
Okay. Superman.
It was, when it was shot, it was the most expensive movie ever shot at $55 million. It made $300 million.
Oh my gosh!
Christopher Reeve, Superman, he made $250,000. Brando, get this, $3.7 million. Hackman, $2 million. Superman made $250K.
Wow.
Here's some cat food. Get out of my office. Seriously,
Wow.
Superman hit the road.
Wow, yeah. I'm looking at the list from Superman 1, and they're almost all gone.
They're almost
You're right.
all gone.
Larry Hagman,
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, Marlon Brando, Ned Beatty, Christopher Reeve, Glenn Ford, Margot Kidder, Susanna York, Trevor Howard, William Russell, all gone.
Yeah. One other thing I want you to do for me. Have you seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
You know what? I haven't, and people keep recommending it. It's been years.
Just watch the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. I just want to know your review of the first 2 episodes.
Just the first 2 of all the seasons. Just the first 2.
Yeah, of the first season.
Okay.
I have seen this, I'm going to say 4 times.
Are you kidding?
And now I'm to the point where the same with the last Tom Cruise movie, the Top Gun movie,
Yeah.
where I just fast forward to the parts I want to see
Okay.
because the writing is so good. The gal, she plays Lois on Family Guy. What the hell is her name? She is really good in this movie. Alex Borstein.
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Maisel's father, Tony Shalhoub.
Shalhoub, yeah. He's monk.
Oh my God, he's brilliant in this. He's the dad, and just because this is a Jewish family on the Upper West Side doesn't make any difference. Tony is everybody's dad. He doesn't hear anything that his wife or kids say to him. He retains absolutely nothing that they say to him. And then when they don't know what he's thinking or what's happening, it's their fault, even though he hasn't told them. He plays that role brilliantly.
Well, and the tie together here is that Rachel Brosnahan is Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah.
In that show, and she's Lois Lane in the new Superman movie.
Yeah.
I will do that. I will watch it. First 2 episodes. I believe that the writer on that show, Mrs. Maisel, is the same that was on the Gilmore Girls. And they're sort of known for their quick patter back and forth dialogue.
Great dialogue. Wonderful.
The Palladinos,
Yeah.
Amy Palladino and her husband.
Lois Lane, or not Lois Lane, Lois Griffith, Alex Borstein, she is fantastic in this. She's tiny, first of all, and she's kind of round. And she is so foul-mouthed that it's she's got the worst pirate mouth you've ever heard, and it's fantastic.
Well, I promise you, Kenny, that I will never, ever bring up a superhero movie with you again.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay, that's the end of that.
All right, and that's the end of the show. Thanks for listening.
Isn't Lois Griffin the mom on Family Guy?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
She's the voice for Lois Griffin.
Oh,
I did not know that.
Alex
Borstein.
Bornstein. I did not know that.
Yeah.
What else was she on? I know her from something else. Is she just stand-up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex.
Pretty good stand-up.
Yeah,
too.
Alex. I feel like she's been on